So hi guys, today we are going to talk about R. So, if you guys hear about R, what do you guys think about? And don't say pirate. Parrot? Why? Really? Why? Oh, are they from pirate? Oh, ramen? Where? Guys, remember this is a programming language. not a food or any type of animal. 대절? Okay. Oh my god. What is 대절 in English? 대절? Is something Korean? 프로그래밍 언어입니다. Data science, 그치? Or data science. Similar, maybe similar to Rust. 아 그래요? 나 요즘 왜 한국 사람들이 나를 recommend 하는지 모르겠어. 그러세요? 로미오. 아니라고요? Python, MATLAB, alternative. Guys, so let's read about R. Are you guys ready? Who's ready? So, this is R. R. Not like pirate R, but a programming R, guys. So R is a programming language for statistical computing and graphics supported by the R core team and the R Foundation from Statistical Computing. So as you guys know, it's more used for statistical people. Stats. I don't know, some people even consider this as not a programming language, but more a mathematical, calculating, computating, programming stuff. etc. So created by statisticians Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman. Oh, that's a very interesting last name. R is used among data miners and statisticians for data analysis and developing statistical software. Users have created packages to augment the functions of the R language. Now, according to surveys like Rexer's annual data miner survey and studies of scholarly literature databases, R is one of the most commonly used programming language used in data mining. Really? Instead of Python? I would think this would be Python. But I guess maybe you don't really data mine on Python. So as of January 2022, R ranks 12th in the TIOBE index, a measure of programming language popularity. Not bad. The official R software environment is an open source free software environment within the GNU package, available under the GNU General Public License. It is written primarily in C, Fortran, and R itself. Precompiled executables are provided for various operating systems. R has a common command line interface. Wait, why is this suddenly short? I didn't know that they had a... Oh, they do have a command line interface. Multiple third-party graphical user interfaces are also available, such as RStudio, which I actually use this, an integrated development environment, and Jupyter. Oh, Jupyter uses R? I never knew this, because for me, Jupyter actually, people use Python on Jupyter more. And there's also R Shiny, is that one? R Shiny is one? Shiny, sorry. (19년도에) 저 팔로우 했다고요? 아, 안녕하세요. 오랜만입니다. Oh, is that why it's called R? Because it was created by Ross and Robert? Wow, good eyes. That's smart. Maybe. This was around the time every language was named after a letter. Oh, for like C, F, R. So data mining, R is good for science. Python is good for business. Oh, wow. And what terms is Python good for business? I thought for data mining, business people used a different language. What's that one famous one? I forgot the name of it. R is used for data mining too, but Python is just easier to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it really depends on people. I use both R and Python. It's in the picture? What, this? This is shiny? What is in the picture? Data mining is more or less web scraping? Scrapping, sorry. Jupyter has multiple runtimes. It can use Python, the most popular. Oh, really? Yeah, somehow I always thought that Jupyter and Python was connected. But I guess it's not. Yeah, that's true. So I always viewed, when I'm doing data science, I always viewed Python is for computer scientists, R is for statisticians, and oh shoot, there's one more that people in business school use, and it's not clicking my mind. Can you guys name some? It's one of those where they drag and click instead of actually programming. So, but you can still program in that language. I don't know if it should be even called a language. Tableau, thank you, Natu. So I just remembered business using Tableau. Business classes. At least when I took the class for graduating data related. Guys, it's just a side story, but I graduated with a data science master's. Not doing anything in that field right now. Doing more of traveling. Tableau just got bought out? Really? Where? Oh, they belong to Salesforce? Oh, that was smart of Salesforce. I swear a lot of business people use it. So. Anyways, the history R is an open source implementation of the S programming language. Oh, combined with lexical scoping semantics from scheme. Wow. Which allow objects to be defined in predetermined blocks rather than the entirety of the code. Oops, sorry. S was created by Rick and John, Doug, Jean, and Judy at Bell's Lab around 1976. So guys, Bell's Lab is very popular. Like, if you want to do anything related to data and programming, like, this is the laboratory to go to. Designed for statistical analysis, the language is an interpreted language whose code could be directly run without a compiler. Really? Many programs written for S run on altered in R. The game was created by Gerald Sussman and Guy Steele Jr. at MIT around 1975. In 1991, statisticians Ross and Robert at the University of Auckland, New Zealand embarked on an S implementation. So S was developed by Bell's Lab that could be run without a compiler, and using that language, Ross and Robert basically recreated R in a better way, right? It was named partly after the first name of the first two R authors. Wow! Smart, smart. And partly as a partly as a play on the name of S. Oh. Oh. I'm guessing S program language came from Scheme because that's S. They began publicizing it on the Data Archive Stat Lab and the S News mailing list in August 1993. In 1995, statistician Martin convinced Yaka and Gentleman to make R a free and open source software under the GNU General Public License. The first official release came in June 1995. The first official stable beta version was released on 29 February 2000. The comprehensive R archive network was officially announced on 23 April 1997. Wow, so R is actually a very old language. I'm older than R by 3 years, guys. Do I just call this CRAN or crane? CRAN? Or what? How do I pronounce this? Can I just pronounce this as crane? Or no? Is that weird? But continuing, stores are the executable files. Cranberry. Like crayon? Okay, I'll just pronounce it crayon. Source code, documentations, as well as packages contributed by users. Crayon originally had 3 mirrors and 12 contributed packages. As of January 2022, it has 101 mirrors and 18,728 contributed packages. So many, guys. The R core team was formed in 1997 to further develop the language. As of January 2022, it consists of Chamber, Gentleman, Yaka, and oh god, I can't pronounce all these names, but all these people, holy cow, were members. So look for your names in this area, but they seem to have computer scientists involved, statisticians. I'm guessing the main core people. I'm surprised yeah, I feel like they might have wanted some mathematicians, but maybe it's a different people area. Really? I liked R. I'm surprised you didn't like R. In April 2003, the R Foundation was founded as a non-profit organization to provide further support for the R project. So because it's open source, I guess they're considered as a non-profit organization. So, statistics R and its libraries implement various statistical and graphical techniques, including linear and non-linear modeling, classical statistical tests, spatial and time series analysis. Well, I've done this one. Classification, done that. Clustering, done that. And R. R is easily extensible through functions and extensions, and its community is noted for contributing packages. Many of R's standard functions are written in R, which makes it easy to follow, for users to follow the algorithmic choices made. For computationally intensive tasks, C, C++, and Fortran code can be linked and called at runtime. So even if it's a different language, you can still call these language. Advanced users can write C, C++, Java, .NET, or Python code to manipulate R objects directly. Yeah, I think I've done this for like some of the Python codes. R is highly extensible through the use of packages for specific functions and specific applications. Due to its S heritage, R has stronger object-oriented programming facilities than most statistical computing languages, extending its Extending it is facilitated by its lexical scoping rules. Another of our strength is the static graphic. It can produce publication quality graphs that include mathematical symbols. Dynamic and interactive graphics are available through additional packages. I was an advanced user. I don't know if I should consider myself advanced, but it was one of the things that I did with it, I guess. So, that being said, I remember doing all these like graphs. So I do remember R had their specific way of showing graphs, and it was much easier than Python. So that is something that that people used a lot. If your colleagues use Python, then you cannot use R in work. That's true. I dislike R. Oh, yeah. R Studio, like the image was really bad. I do have to agree. I did have troubles because while I was programming in R, I also was programming in Python. So I did have trouble using both of them. At least I had to learn both of them, which was stressful. So now programming. R is a interpreted language. Users typically access it through a command line interpreter. If a user types 2 + 2 at the R command prompt and presses enter, the computer replies with 4. Yeah, I like this. This, I do have to agree, instead of me calling it every time, I did like this. Like languages such as APL and MATLAB, R supports matrix arithmetics. R's data structure includes vector, matrices, arrays, data frames, and lists. Arrays are stored in column measure order. So talking about some of the features in programming, many features of R derive from scheme. So R uses S expressions to represent both data and code. Functions are first-class objects and can be manipulated in the same way as data objects, facilitating meta-programming that allows multiple dispatch. Variables in R are lexically scoped and dynamically typed. Function arguments are passed by value and are lazy. 역시. I feel like if you are a programmer and you're missing the word lazy, then it's sad. That is to say, they are only evaluated when they are used, not when they are called in... Oh, sorry. Not when the function is called. So, R supports... So there's a lot of things that you can do in terms of features. It seems that it's like a normal programming language. I don't know why people don't think this is an actual programming language. I just think, honestly, their interface... Actually, no, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about R, honestly. So. Now, packages. I've used so much package. But R's capabilities are extended through user-created packages, which offer statistical techniques, graphical devices, import-export reporting, etc. R's packages and the ease of installing and using them has been cited as driving the language's widespread adoption in data science. The packaging system is also used by researchers to create compendia. What's compendia? To organize research data, code, and report files in a systematic way for sharing and archiving. Multiple packages are included with the basic installations. Additional packages are available on CRAN, Bioconductor, Omega Hat, GitHub, and other repositories. Yeah, I mean this is true with other language too, no? I think it's similar. Maybe. Python is used for web dev? Oh, really? I didn't use it for that way, so I wasn't sure. But I definitely knew R. Well, people actually, when I did a project with R, I ended up creating a page for it. So maybe in the business world, like, you don't. But I just remember as a school project, we did create a page. It was like r dot something where we could actually upload it. So when we had to submit in the project, it had to be a URL. Continuing, the task views on the Crane website lists packages and fields including finance, genetics, high performance computing, machine learning, media imaging, medical imaging, sorry, social science, and spatial statistics. Oh, I never heard about this. I was in the statistical stats major. I can't even speak English today. So, oh, I remember this package. A group of packages called the Tidyburst, which can be considered a dialect of our language, is increasingly popular among developers. Yes, I actually use Tidyburst too. It strives to provide a cohesive collection of functions to deal with common data science tasks, including data import, cleaning, transformation, and visualization, notably with the ggplot2. Oh my god, I hated this too. R is one of 5 languages within Apache Spark API, along with Scala, Java, Python, and SQL. We all did this. So, yeah, Tidyverse is a good thing. So, the milestone, there's a bunch of updates, interfaces. We did talk about earlier the R Studio. There's various applications. It seems all these are type of applications to run, edit R codes. But the most but the most commonly used is probably R Studio. I didn't think that you could use Eclipse. Wow, really? There's a bunch of editors that support R, including all of these that's been listed. Oh, Notepad++ also? Oh, VS Code as well? Wow, I didn't know. And R functionality is accessible from scripting language, including Python, Perl, Ruby, F#, and Julia. Interesting. And now implementations. The main R implementation is written in R, C, and Fortran. Several other implementations aimed at improving speed or increasing extensibility. A closely related implementation is PQR, stands for Pretty Quick R, by Radford and Neal, with improved memory management and support for automatic multi-threading. Most of these alternative implementations are experimental, and incomplete, with relatively few users compared to the main implementation maintained by the R development core team. So now it seems they have a nice community. R has a local community worldwide for users to network, share ideas, and learn. And then a growing number of R events bringing users together, such as conferences, meetups, as well as R Lady Group. Damn! I should join this, guys. The R Founder Task Force focus on women and other underrepresented groups. Oh, that's kind of funny. A bunch of conferences, and I guess they're comparing with the other alternatives such as SAS, SPSS, and Stata. And so one of the difference is that R is available at no charge under the free software license. I think, like everyone agrees with, that people use R because it's free software. If I don't think it would have been this popular if it wasn't free. So it was a good idea that they changed it to an open source. Now a bunch of examples, as you guys know, X instead of an equal sign, this is one thing that I didn't like about R. They actually use this line. I think you could use it, but they did prefer to use this character instead of an equal sign. Yeah. You could, but when I was taught using this, they do make you write in that character. But other than that, it's pretty similar. I didn't understand the $sign function. That was something that was a bit annoying. They do have a bunch of different... Oops. No. Functions, the structure of the functions. One of the R strengths is the creating new functions. So you guys can create new functions apparently. That's cool. And then they did a good job of modeling and plotting. So you can plot. So yeah, I did linear regression. So that's why I remember using this for machine learning, guys. Yeah. Oh my god, I remember this. It was awful. And then you just use plot. Wow, I don't remember making this. This is really cool. If you do want to just type in hello world, you just end up doing the print parentheses hello world. But other than that, it's really used for more statistician, like anything for more computation than other things. So, and I guess making graphs. Those two are the biggest reasons why people used R, I think. So. Conclusion. What do I think about R? Conclusion wise, what do you guys, after hearing as a conclusion, what do you guys think about? Yeah, I knew Sora majored in computer science. What is the biggest thing that you felt in R? R is an art, I think. Because I think they focus more on graphs. Like modeling. So I would just say it's art and math. Yeah, and it seems that it's a mixed feeling, mixed. Isn't it funny? A language, it's hard to have mixed feeling, but R is something that's big on having mixed feelings, guys. Oh, you guys don't see what I'm writing. Sorry, guys. Oops. There you go. So, just to kind of recap what we learned about R, I think it's art and math because it has graphics and modeling, and you do with math. It has mixed feelings. There are better programs out there, but because it's a free tier, a free open source language, people use it. I feel like it's also taught a lot in colleges. So if you're doing any major in data science, unless you are completely in computer science, and then I think you're 100% going to be using Python. But if you're doing any type of data science major in other fields like business, shockingly guys, business have data science field, math, stats, or IE, industrial engineering, you are more than likely going to be using R. Yeah. So guys, don't compare. It has their own, I think, own traits, own features that they have better than other things, etc, etc. I can't speak English today. But that was all for R. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow. But that's all. Thanks, guys.